In the summer of 1971, the Washington Redskins acquired a forgotten journeyman quarterback named Billy Kilmer. With Sonny Jurgensen firmly established as Washington's starting quarterback, Kilmer's future looked no different than his past. For 10 years, he had known only discouragement, frustration, and misfortune. 10 years before, in 1961, Billy Kilmer, number 17, was a first-round draft choice of the San Francisco 49ers. But his promising debut was cut short when his legs were crushed in a nearly fatal car accident. Doctors told him that he would never play football again. But after a year and a half of determined rehabilitation, Kilmer returned to the 49ers. He never fulfilled the promise of his rookie year, however, and in 1967, he was sent to the New Orleans Saints in the expansion draft. For 4 years, Kilmer played valiantly for the worst team in the NFL. He was not always the best of quarterbacks, but he was the best of men, unafraid of failure and strong enough to assume the responsibility of defeat.
I'm sorry, Jim. Keep looking on 72. Geez, I just went blank, that's all.
Gosh, darn it! I can't do nothing right.
In 1969, Kilmer suffered another setback. He was benched and replaced by Ed Hargett. In 1971, he was traded to Washington, where George Allen planned to use him as a backup for Sonny Jurgensen. But Allen's plan had to be revised when Jurgensen was injured.
We have a lot of bumps and bruises, but all of this can help make us stronger. We got a guy like Billy Kilmer can come in and lead the team and help us, and that's what we want.
Kilmer had neither the arm nor the easy grace of Sonny Jurgensen, but he had a sense of daring and bravado which he was able to communicate to his coach as well as his teammates.
Here's what my policy is usually to go for 3 points. How close are we to a touchdown?
About an inch.
Is that right?
That's all.
That's a...
We're gonna go for it. Go for it. All of this is guts down here.
With Kilmer leading the way, the surprising Redskins made the playoffs for the first time in 26 years. And Kilmer was chosen the team's most valuable player.
Listen up! Give this game ball to a guy, I tell you, that did a hell of a job today. He broke right out of that stuff and came out and led us right to leadership. Give him the ball. This ball goes to Billy Kilmer because he...
For 6 years, Billy Kilmer directed Washington's offense. 5 times he led the Redskins to the playoffs, and once to the Super Bowl. Within each victory, there were harsh reminders of Kilmer's past. But as always, he eventually conquered both pain and adversity. Kilmer's character was as strong and resilient as his body, and his career became proof that persistence and courage can produce the same results as great talent.
I think the guy that should get the game ball is Bubba Tyer. He stopped, this thing was bleeding so bad and blood was in my eyes and in my mouth, and I told him, I said, you got to stop this bleeding. And he went over there, he was better than any cut man in pro boxing. He got that thing all stopped up, and from there it was just a matter of picking out the right guy, that's all.
As long as football remains a game of heart as well as speed and skill, Billy Kilmer will always be remembered as one of the best ever.